Hello to the new team of Foundation and Year 1 and 2 classes for 2020. As we move into the new schooling year, it is important that we are supporting and creating an inclusive learning environment for our students. We need to be aware of the new students coming into our school and the students returning. Starting back at school can be a daunting experience, so let's be sure we are well prepared. Let's get started with our first session of mental health and well-being. I will be focusing on the topic of anxiety today. Firstly, I would like to discuss what mental health is. Mental health, as defined by the World Health Organization as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make contribution to his or her community. Anxiety is one of the most common forms of mental health conditions and can affect children in the classroom. Beyond Blue stated that anxiety affects 1 in 4 people within their lifetime. Anxiety is a complex and unique condition that is never the same for every person. It can be best defined as feelings of under pressure that create anxious feelings that do not go away and can occur with or without any particular reason or cause. It is the most common mental health condition in Australia. There are many types of anxiety disorders such as panic attacks, post-traumatic stress disorder, and obsessive compulsive disorder. Risk and protective factors are described as variables that promote or hinder the process of development, whether this be emotional, physical, or mental. Examples of risk factors is shyness, self-esteem, family issues such as employment or conflict, low commitment to school, school failure. These risk factors previously stated have a higher likelihood of preceding a problem outcome, whereas protective factors reduce the negative impact of a risk factor. Protective factors include emotional regulation, good coping skills, higher self-esteem, supportive family members, various opportunities to engage in school and community. As highlighted by Beyond Blue, anxious and fearful behaviour in children is common. Back to school is a daunting time for our students. Each child is unique, and as teachers, we need to be aware of the times that students are feeling anxious, such as when they stop participating in school social settings. Engaging with parents is also key in the back to school process. Maintaining a high level of communication with families about children's behaviour can be key for creating strategies for that student. I have provided 3 different resources that are targeted for students from Foundation to Year 2. The first resource is called the Brave Program, which is a free online program which is designed for students, parents, and caregivers that provides ways for students to better cope with their worries and anxieties. It is an interactive way for students to express different feelings and emotions that they may have. The program could be completed within the classroom setting or at home with their parents. There are various levels, charts, and skills to build on for children. Some of the sessions include anxious body signs and relaxation, the way you think and feel, practicing being brave, victory over fears. The Brave program provides skills and coping strategies so that worries don't get in the way of students completing day-to-day tasks. Students can create a brave ladder and work towards a goal. This resource can be key to help students develop skills and strategies on how to cope with triggers that bring on anxiety. Involving the parents in this process can be key to build the relationship and work together for the health of the student. The next resource is called a worry box. The image provided is one that I've used within my classroom. It is an excellent way for students to write down their worries and stresses that they may feel in day-to-day life at school. As teachers, we can address the students personally and create a classroom discussion about a worry they all may be related to. The worry box can remain anonymous for students if they don't feel comfortable sharing with the class. This is an excellent way for students to feel supported and included within their schooling environment. Lastly is a storybook that is an excellent way to introduce mindful moments and breathing exercises. These exercises can help children manage their bodies, breath, and emotions. Research has shown that mindfulness helps reduce anxiety. Again, this is a resource that can be utilised in the home setting with families as well. So teachers, that's all we have time for today. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope this presentation has provided you with strategies and ideas that you can implement to benefit your students. Thank you.